Today is Mental Health Awareness Month, and in this week's Healthier Together, we're focusing on resources for suicide loss survivors.
Yeah, it's a group of people who don't often get a lot of attention, and they face an unfair stigma compared to other people grieving the loss of a loved one. In today's Healthier Together segment, Jamie Tompkins reports on the resources out there.
Ian was hilarious. He was very funny. He's someone that many times when people met him, even if they just met him once, they remembered him.
Laura Nelson lost her son to suicide nearly 10 years ago. He was just 28 years old.
It was quite shocking and very unexpected. There hadn't been a big buildup. We were in regular contact, and he had a good living situation with friends, and there were no red flags.
Laura found community and understanding through Crisis Connections.
Laura's story was very common as well because so many people lose a loved one to suicide, and they really didn't see any signs, and there may not have been any signs there.
CEO Michelle McDaniel says the purpose is to connect people in physical, emotional, and financial crisis to services that can help.
Just know that you are not alone, that you may feel tremendously isolated and alone. Shame, guilt, confusion, all of that. This is what they call complicated grief, and that is normal, but you are not alone, and I would say please try not to walk this journey alone.
When a suicide does happen, despite prevention, despite family goodwill, despite the medical system or mental health system coming into play, then it's seen as a failure on everybody's part. And there's a lot of stigma in wanting to not look at that. That's in my opinion. There's a special stigma attached to suicide and suicide loss survivors that doesn't exist, as far as I know, in other contexts.
Laura has since turned her pain into purpose.
The worst thing that could possibly happen to me happened.
Now serving as a mentor through Crisis Connections.
There's no one else to show you the way, really. Suicide loss survivors have this commonality of experience. There are people who are willing to talk and willing, more importantly, to listen. Whatever you're feeling is what you're feeling. Feelings might not be facts, but they're true in the moment, and getting support is important. Your loss is your loss and should be grieved and can be grieved with an open heart and with help from others.
Now, for more information about Crisis Connections and the many services they provide, just go to fox13seattle.com/healthier together.